After this week's heinous Bitcoin sell-off, the question now becomes, is this potentially another healthy dip before a rip to new highs? Or, my friends, could this potentially be the market cycle top before a drop deep down into the crypto abyss? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Of course, we're going to discuss this action right here, right now, where the Bitcoin price could potentially be headed over the next several days and or weeks. We also need to take a look at this shocking data coming out of Skew and Glassnode pertaining to the entire market cycle as a whole. So let's get to it. But of course, before we begin, if you could smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. So what I want to begin with first here, folks, is actually the macro. We're going to pull up this data from Skew and take a look at what's going on here. So this is their BTC USD realized volatility chart. Now you could see I have several areas of interest circled in the red, and I have a black line of resistance drawn across what I consider to be important peaks, right? So notice the dates here. We have the very end of 2018. We have June of 2019, right before March of 2020. And then we have our current day all the way to the right, all right? So the past 3 times that we've seen the Bitcoin price up at this level near the black line of resistance, what I want to show you is the price action on the chart. So let's zoom out. We'll go to the weekly time frame. I just want to show you here on this chart here, folks. This was the first one right here, end of 2018. The next one was right here up in June of 2019. And the last one there was right there in March of 2020. So let's pull up this metric again. Just understand these 3 points are coinciding with the red circles on this chart I'm about to pull up once again. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up, folks. This line has been so picture perfect accurate when you look at it in terms of the Bitcoin price potentially being overextended and being very close to a market cycle top. Sure, the third one, right? I'm sure little James will be triggered on the third one. But look at it, Kirby. It went so much higher, Krabby. All right, little James, but look at the time that it went above the line. It ripped above the line, shot all the way up, and immediately crashed. You know, what is that, a week, 2 weeks at most? Almost nothing. It's this black line in particular that's very concerning. And look at where we are at right now, ladies and gentlemen. Very close to this line. Sure, we're not there yet, but it appears to the dawn that we are playing with fire right now. We are potentially at the point in the trend where risk is certainly heightened from a bullish perspective, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. Now, we're going to move over to this chart here from Glassnode. All right. Very similar type of data here, folks. This is their chart for Bitcoin net unrealized profit / loss, the NUPL. Now, I have these specific areas circled in red as well. Look at where we're at first. Go all the way to the right. That's where we are at today, okay? We are in the green zone once again. Now, look at all of the red circles. We'll start from the left now, all the way back there in 2011, okay? Top of the bubble, we popped into the abyss. Fast forward then into 2013, 2014, top of the bubble, plunged into the abyss. Fast forward into 2017 to 2018, top of the cycle, all in the green, very similar to where we are at today, plunged into the abyss. And then, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up, folks. It even called the $14,000 top back in 2020 in June, and we plunged into the abyss. Right now, of course, past performance does not indicate future results. That goes without saying. But we are right now, look at where we are, in the green. Just like we've been time and time again all throughout Bitcoin's history in some of the most overextended market cycle top conditions before we've seen that plunge deep down into the crypto abyss. And if you appreciate me here showing you this type of data that many are just, they're never going to show you this stuff because, you know, they're Too many people in this space, ladies and gentlemen, they care that the moon boys get upset. They only want to post stuff that says we're going up indefinitely. They want to post stuff that says, if you just invest $1,000, you could be a millionaire. It's just unrealistic, my friends. To me, it's disingenuous. The Don is here day in and day out, looking at realistic data inside the chart from a technical analysis perspective, looking at the actions, the past actions of traders in the past to see how they could potentially react in a similar fashion in the future. That's what technical analysis is, right? It's not a crystal ball. Sure, it gets negated, right? From time to time. It doesn't work sometimes, right? It's not supposed to work all the time. We're inferring what could potentially happen based on past actions and how they could potentially relate to the future. Right? That's what we're looking for. And I hope you appreciate that here as we do roll into the chart data here, because my friends, right now we are in absolutely over exuberant market conditions. The moon boys are running wild, dancing on the tabletops. Little James and Average Joe, they've got moonshot dreams and their mind on the Lamborghinis. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's a dangerous, dangerous game. Playing with fire, FOMOing into parabolic uptrends. Sure, it could work for you. Little James, I hope it works for you. But the Don is not looking just to buy and hold, hope and pray. The Don is looking for high reward, low risk trade setups to potentially crush this market up or down. I don't care which way it breaks. I just want it to break to potentially position myself to catch the majority of the lucrative move. Let's get this crypto. And with that being said, we are going to roll into the chart data right here, right now. Okay. I hope you appreciate thus far. And as I stated, don't forget that thumbs up, so greatly appreciated. Subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all. Let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. Now, what I want to point out here first and foremost is the structural components on the micro level here, okay? For me, we've lost two key areas. One, it was this upward sloping line for the potential bull flag pennant. Okay, we lost that. That was warning sign number one. The Don actually went short up here. I'll pull up that trade in a moment, but right, this was warning shot number one. Then we lost this upward sloping support channel, right? We have this wick here, all of this consolidation support. We lost it, created a lower low right below this wick. Not looking good here. But then we saw the bullish hope come in, right? We saw the bullish hammer candle on the 4-hour time frame. We got our reaction rally up into the range of old support, which now could potentially act as new resistance. And on a local level, it is acting as new resistance right here, right now. We put in our top, plunged, had a rebound, plunged again, getting rejected right in the area that the Don has told you stream after stream. Folks, if the bulls start to get rejected here, this could get ugly. And if it does get ugly, my friends, this to me looks like a potential classic micro bear flag if this does play out, okay? You see this flag pull down, consolidation, and a possible next bear flag to the downside. So just for fun, let's take our flagpole size, okay, down to the middle range of the pennant. We'll drag it over to the potential breakdown point of the consolidation, okay, which would be right about here. And where does this put us, ladies and gentlemen? It gives us an extrapolated measured move roughly down to about 26 to 25,000, depending upon how you draw this out for yourself. Now, why this is interesting for me is because if you are subscribed to this channel, you would know that I've been targeting the $25,000 to $20,000 area even without this extrapolated bear flag target. Right. And the reason for this is just because of all of this prior consolidation in here, right? Old support potentially now looking to be back tested as new support as well, right? Old resistance rather, potentially looking to form new support. We also have this extrapolated channel, right? The most important channel up until we broke out of it, right? All the way from this breakout, right? Look, back around 14,000. This was the channel right here, my friends. This was the one, right? This was resistance, support, resistance. This defined the whole move up till 20,000, where we then broke out and really haven't come back to this structure since then. So if the bears were now to regain control of this trend, and we were to drop down to an old key level of confluence, I mean, this has all of the characteristics for me, my friends. This right here, this channel extrapolation, right? So for me right now, that is certainly an area where, you know, it has a lot. It also has this potential bear flag target down there, right? So, you know, that's if we drop. I mean, that's at least the first target, okay, for me, right? And it doesn't have to occur. Sure, we could go up like I stated. Technical analysis is not a crystal ball prediction. We're just looking at areas here in this chart of potential interest from a historical perspective to see how traders could possibly react in the future. Let's get this crypto. And in terms of, bullishness from here, you guys see how it's tough, right? And I've been shouting this out stream after stream that if we dropped in this range, I've been thinking that it was going to be very difficult for the bulls here, as there's so much more work for them to do losing this channel. And it appears right now, folks, that there is a lot of work to be done here. As you can see us getting rejected, plunging, creating a lower high, plunging. Sure, this would be nice. From this perspective, maybe you get a little bull flag break, but even if we get up in here, this whole area of old support just sitting there as new potential resistance, it's really difficult. Even if Bitcoin goes back up to 36, 37,000, from my perspective, it's very difficult here for the bulls to keep this going. And if they do, don't get me wrong, if they blast through there and then we consolidate above, wow, I will be shocked and I will be absolutely happy from a bullish perspective because of the strength that the bulls are showing in the, while facing this absolutely uphill battle here. Okay, let's get this crypto. So, right now, until proven otherwise here, I mean, I think my time is best spent looking at this potential bearishness taking control right now, rather than trying to look 5 steps ahead of what may never happen here in terms of the bulls breaking back up here in the short term. Right now, we could see that we also have a potential inverse parabolic shape, right? You see how this is sloping really hard and progressing like that, very similar to what we saw here on the upward trend for Bitcoin. Okay, so if we flip this chart upside down briefly, you guys can see that. I was showing this yesterday, that if this were a bullish chart, right, the chart's upside down now, but say that this was just Bitcoin dumping right after a bear market, or rather in a bear market, I'm pretty certain that people would be shouting that the bottom is in, right? Don't you understand, Kirby? A series of higher lows, a parabolic shape. We've broken the neckline of resistance. We're going to the moon, right? But because it looks like it does today, after we've just gone to 42,000, everybody just wants to shout how bullish this is without looking at it from the other perspective, where they would still be shouting how bullish it is down at the bottom, because that's all everybody ever wants to shout is how bullish it is without ever looking at the reality of a possible downside. Let's get this crypto. So I hope you appreciate that there. And now we're going to look at some more macro indicators here that are very, very concerning for me. Okay, folks. But before we do that, right, you guys see that I've had my finger on the pulse of this market. The Don has been looking to crush this market day in and day out. And I just want to show you guys once more. The Don struck gold with a trade setup idea right there before the breakdown, right? As these moon boys continued to shout 50K, 60K. The Don was like, listen, little James, I've seen you and your hullabaloo degenerate posse running around spouting nonsense. And what I've seen here, folks, is that we did see examples of potential bearishness arising in the chart, and the Don struck gold. The Don struck gold. The Don struck gold, doing the opposite of the sheep, the opposite of the herd. The Don looked to potentially crush it, and the Don struck gold. I have already taken profit on that trade, right? All done. You see, absolutely juicy, tremendous profits. Shout out to my VIPs. I kept you guys updated with my trade setup, ideas, and alerts all in real time. And the reason I'm showing you this right now, ladies and gentlemen, is because you can see that I've already taken amazing profits on my position here, and I'm looking to aggressively reposition myself as soon as I see another potentially high reward, low risk trade setup present itself. So if you're not already in my VIP, that is where I post all of my real time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, my trade alerts. You need to get in VIP today if you're not already in there and you are interested in all of my alerts. Here's some more just so you could see how they are. Like when I longed the bottom there while little James was panic selling, right? All of the moon boys, oh no, the bubble's popping. The Don said, great, little James. Look at that upward line of support. Bang, the Don went long, took profit for a 9%er right there. Bang. Okay. And then more recently, you guys see the Don shorted it while these moon boys longed it. Let's get this crypto. So I'm just showing you this because right now I am looking to get very aggressive here. And if you don't want to miss any more of my VIP alerts, then today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Do not miss any more of my important real-time VIP alerts. Let's get this crypto. Okay, my friends? So now let's discuss some macro stuff here, okay? Let's go to the daily first. I want to show you the volume. This is a big warning shot fired here, okay? All the moon boys can say whatever they want to the Don. Look at this volume climax here, okay? Just upward, higher high volume. Then to a peak here, massive volume comes in right at the top. Then we see a drop and we don't even match anywhere relative in terms of volume thus far. Sure, it could change in the future. We could rip up, right? We could see this volume get crazy and we look to move higher, sure. But with the information at hand right now, this is a volume climax and the top for this move appears to be in, okay? Now, if we go back in time, I'll keep that circled up there so you can see where the volume climax was, all right? Let's go back to our last bubble pop, okay? Up at about 14,800 or rather 13,800. Volume climax. Right here, folks, look at it. The volume was never this high all the way up until the top. Okay, volume climax. Then we plunged into the abyss. And let's go back into 2017, right before our bubble pop, right up there. Okay, let's just take a look, folks. Volume climax. All right, look at it. Building volume. Whoops, building volume all the way up here. Okay, volume climax right there, right at the top. Let's get this crypto. I don't show you this for no reason, right? I'm showing you this because, you know, I'm looking to stay one step, at least 2 steps ahead of every other trader, bot, and algorithm in this market, right? To potentially crush it and get this crypto. Look at the 3 spots circled where we've seen volume climaxes after huge parabolic runs. You just can't make it up. And that's why I feel it's important for me to show you this when nobody else does. Let's get this crypto. Seriously, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe right now. Tick the little bell and select all if you haven't already. You see what you get here. Now, let's take a look as well at the one-day alligator. It's almost ready to cross here, my friends. The green below the red and the blue. If we see another daily candle close to the downside here below where we're closing today, it wouldn't surprise me to see this cross, right? And that is the signal on this indicator in particular, is the green line below the red and the blue and candle bodies closing below all 3 lines. That's essentially the signal per the Williams alligator indicator. We haven't seen this, my friends, since all the way back here in September of 2020. This whole run has been exactly the opposite. Bullish cross, green above the red and the blue, with all candle bodies above there, the whole way up. Right now, look at what's happening here, right? We're seeing lower lows build after something else we haven't seen, right? We've seen higher highs and higher lows the whole way. Right now, we're seeing lower highs and lower lows, and we are potentially, after losing the supports that we've just discussed throughout this video, we are potentially ready to see a Williams alligator cross on the one-day time frame for the first time since September 2020. Let's get this crypto. I'm fired up here today, folks, and you can see why, right? I don't need to explain why. You see why. Right. The Don is preparing right now to potentially eviscerate and absolutely demolish this next move. So I hope that you understand my excitement, right? You know, I will keep you updated in VIP with all of my real-time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, all of it as I look to potentially crush it. So don't miss any more of my VIP alerts, okay? But let's show you one more thing here before we wrap this up. Weekly time frame. Let's go over to a fresh chart. Weekly time frame, Bollinger Bands. Okay, let's get this alligator turned off, and let's just take a look here, folks. I want to show you the occurrence that has happened right here. Okay, and that is us finally seeing the Bollinger Band break to the downside, and we now potentially have a weekly candle body closing below the Bollinger Band. All right. Notice it. I mean, there still is some time left in this daily candle, this weekly candle. But if we do close this full candle body here, which is looking very likely, in my opinion, this will be the first break down, back down into the Bollinger channel with a red candle closing below. All right. Now let's go back in time and let's look at what happened here in past market cycles. All right. The last two we'll look at again. So we see trading above here, blow off top, first red candle body closing below there, plunge into the abyss. See that, right? Look over here as well. Parabolic blow off top, plunge back down, red candles all in here, closing, plunge into the abyss. And just for a bonus here, all throughout 2017's bull rally, well, really 2015 into 2016, all the way through 2017, many times that we saw the weekly time frame go overextended on the Bollinger, it tended to pull back to the median line here, the pink line, which is the 20-week moving average in this case. So it happened a lot. I mean, almost every time until the parabolic blow off top, it pulled back to the pink median line. All right. So if we fast forward into today, and of course, past performance does not indicate future results. But look where this pink line is, folks. Right now, at the time of recording, it's at about 19,384 on my chart. Now, you know, if Bitcoin manages to stay up here for quite some time, even if we are drifting downward, just not capitulating, this is a moving average, right? This will move up in time. So it doesn't mean that this has to stay there. It will move with the price up. But, you know, say that we did just see the bottom fall out today. Per historic price action in parabolic bubbles, it would be absolutely normal for Bitcoin to test the pink line per history, right? And that line is at 19,384 right now at the time of recording. I'm just stating that right now, the moon boy euphoria has been off the charts, right? And right now, what I'm starting to see is a shift in the narrative, right? Where people are going from FOMOing in, market buying all the way up because they can't believe that they're going to miss out on Bitcoin, to now thinking, oh, well, I'll wait for the dip, right? I'll wait for the dip. I'm going to take some profit here. Maybe I'll stack up my bag down here. You see how all of this has changed now? There's patience. There's no more, inverse panic, which is FOMO, right? It's more relaxed, and they're thinking, well, even if they're not doing anything, I'm just going to wait it out. This dip was nothing. I've got a strong hand. We're going to the moon. It's really changed from this emotionally exuberant, endorphin-releasing FOMO buying to now it's more cool, calm, and reserved. Whew, the dump is over. This was the worst of it. This is the type of mindset that you get when you are at the top of a market cycle, right? This is called the complacency stage after euphoria. This is what happens, and the market moves sideways and then it falls out, because if there's no more market buying, no more inverse panic, which is FOMO buying, fear of missing out, there's no more overexuberance to keep the market going up in a parabolic fashion. This is just classic psychology of a market cycle. Now, I'm not saying that this has to be where we're at. This could just be a sell-off in the middle of a parabolic run and we do continue up. I'm just stating that with all of the very important data I showed you here from Skew, right, and Glassnode, and everything else I showed you on the charts, and when we look at the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle, I think it's smart to at least entertain the idea of it possibly being close to the top of the market cycle. Doesn't have to be, but I just would like to entertain the idea of that possibility. Let's get this crypto. And right now, folks, whether we go up or down, I'm strategizing around the clock to potentially crush this next market move, absolutely eviscerate it. So right now, my friends, as I stated earlier, if you would like to see all of my real-time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, exit ideas, all in real time as the dawn looks to potentially strike gold again, my friends, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Don't miss any more of my real-time important VIP alerts. So as these moon boys and degenerates continue to live a life of peril and squalor, the dawn will continue to grind for every Satoshi and dollar. Let's get this crypto. If you're wondering how I can remain so realistic and unemotional in this market, my friends, it's because the dawn has truly been up the mountain. The dawn has been down the mountain And quite frankly, little James, the Don has been everywhere in between. Every valley, every nook, every crevice, the Don has seen it all. This is nothing new to me here. I'm looking at this with the data at hand, giving myself the most realistic perspective to give myself a perceived edge to potentially crush it and get this crypto. That is it, and that is all. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. If you do want to stay up to date with all of my real-time entry ideas, exit ideas, potential take profit ideas, all of my trading ideas, my strategy ideas, you name it, folks. I will be posting all of that exclusively for you in VIP. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Do not miss any more of my important real-time VIP alerts. Let's get this crypto. One last time for the YouTube algorithm. That thumbs up would be so greatly appreciated. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, you see what you get by now. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these important Bitcoin analyses. Welcome to the channel. And on that note, my friends, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you liked this. I know you guys did. It's just that, a lot of these moon boys will get triggered by this video for whatever reason, because I didn't say that you could invest $300 and become a millionaire. Sheesh. What type of euphoric market environment are we in right now? You tell me. Leave me a comment. And until next time, my friends, I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and beware of the fake Kirby imposters down in the comment section. I will never post a phone number on your comment. I will never send you any type of unsolicited email. That is not me. You can see the two examples down below. They have the same name as me, but they're posting phone numbers. They're using very weird typing to get around the spam filter. That is not me. This is an example of my real comment here. You can see the nameplate has a gray background to it, and I do leave a creator heart next to the thumbs up so you can validate that that is me. I generally only post the VIP information in a pinned comment, so you know that is me there. My friends, don't fall for any of the fakes. Be smart, be safe. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.